rise and shine. Let's get ready to take on the day. Activated Mornings on WEFM 99.9 is on now.
Good morning, St. Vincent and Grenadines. The time is now 7:15, and it's time for Activated Mornings this morning with myself and Christal here in studio. Before we begin, I just want to say good morning to everyone tuned in to 99.9 this morning. Those within the sound of my voice, persons in the diaspora, the Piat Tusty, Ronald at Braxtor. Good morning to everyone this morning, and special good morning to my alma mater grammar school in the defeat of St. Martin in the inter-secondary school football competition. Listen, I just love when grammar school win. I bias, bad.
Oh, they won in their defeat. It almost sounded like they lost.
Oh,
I'm
nah.
too happy for them to lose. If
Them
it's their alma
defeating
mater.
St. Martin's.
Aww.
I like when grammar school win.
I like when let me just keep out here.
You see, I support high school and high school. Anything,
Congratulations.
But wow.
Congratulations to the winning team. Just because you support doesn't mean that you are entitled to getting it back,
Wow, that's crazy.
That's life.
That is crazy.
That is life.
That is crazy. We're supposed to be sister schools. That is crazy.
Says who? We are?
Tradition.
Oh, please.
Tradition says grammar school support high school supports grammar school. That's the way it's done.
I don't know.
That's the way
I
it has
graduated
been.
from GHS in 2007.
Well, that is how it's been since the beginning of time.
Since the beginning of time. Good job. Good job. I support any school that needs the support. So
I support grammar school biasly.
I'm not always biased towards GHS, by the way.
No, you know they say America first and no place else. That's me. Grammar school first, and then if grammar school not there, then high school, and if high school not there, then I support fairly.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Honesty is the best policy.
Yes,
it's Friday.
It
oh,
is.
You know what's happening today? The police festival type thing. What is it? The march against I forgot.
I'm thinking police concert. I'm like, yeah, that's happening every day, right? At 5:00.
No. They have something at 10 a.m. that starts 10 a.m. this morning at Heritage Square.
I saw at Heritage Square they set up the stage.
Yes, they have a lot of stuff planned. They have this plays, they have performances, they have guest speakers.
Oh, that's nice.
Today for Friday.
Well, it's Christmas. To Katha Huggins, and good morning to Joshua. Welcome at WEFM 99 SVG. And of course, you can WhatsApp us and call us at 457-9997. Yes, it's the same number. What else is happening this weekend? Quite a number of things, but we wouldn't get into all of those. So we want a peaceful Christmas. We want a peaceful 365. And just recently there was a story where a police officer is accused of handing over his firearm to his friend to threaten a woman. Eyewitness News has the story up. So we're getting some responses from the police. So let's go with that.
Well, first off, I want to say we spoke about this yesterday, Rollies and I, and what I was saying is I would like to hear a response from the police force in light of this. And I'm guessing this story was written by Kenton Chance. Kenton Chance is a very capable journalist, and I believe what he reports was factual. He has photos, he has more than one person saying that they witnessed this, including a sketchy phone call from the victim, alleged victim, which saying that, it's a personal matter, she doesn't want to comment on it. And I was saying I really hope to hear something back from the police, because usually we don't. And remember, when the current acting commissioner was appointed, he said that he wants a better relationship with the media. And I really do think now, today, issuing a statement, I think that's a start. So I'm reading from Searchlight right now. A member of the Royal St. Vincent and Grenadines Police Force is currently under investigation for allegedly lending his service weapon to a male civilian. Eyewitness News reported on December 6th that about 6:30 p.m. on Villa Beach, a police officer dressed in his uniform removed the magazine from his service weapon and gave it to a man. The report said the man then used the weapon to threaten a woman, and the incident was witnessed by two civilians. So speaking on a radio program yesterday, Assistant Commissioner of Police Trevor Buju Bailey, and I think Bailey is in charge of crime, right? The Assistant Commissioner in charge of crime.
Sexual offenses and something
Yes,
else.
sexual offenses. Why I think crime as well.
Well,
Well, no,
everything-
not just
there's the
crime.
purpose of the
No, I'm trying
purpose
to
of
remember.
crime.
Yeah,
Something
but I'm trying to remember.
specific.
It's something
All right,
specific.
don't have to head right though.
But
Don't have to head.
yes, he said that the matter was reported and an investigation has been launched. He told listeners that the hierarchy of the Royal St. Vincent and Grenadines Police Force does not condone behavior. Yeah, that's what you expect him to say. It does not reflect the morals of the police force and is condemned in every form. So he's saying that investigation will be done, and if it leads to charges, then charges would be laid. If it leads to dismissal, then so be it. But the police force is not going to sweep this under the carpet. I love to hear that.
I think
I'd love to
dismissal
hear
is
that.
warranted in this case.
Yes, most
Because-
definitely.
Because it's extremely serious. You are afforded the privilege, I think it's a privilege, to protect and serve St. Vincent and Grenadines, people of SVG, right? It's a very tough job. It's not for any and anybody, right? Which means that you are expected to be a cut above the rest, okay? Now, for you to irresponsibly give your firearm that you are responsible for, anything that happens and bullets go missing, whatever, is on you. Plus, you're holding up the reputation of the entire force.
Mhm.
For you to irresponsibly give that to somebody else, to threaten another individual, let alone while we're in the middle of 16 days of activism, gender-based violence, for him to threaten a woman, you have to be mad. You don't deserve to be
I
in the
didn't
force.
even know we were in that.
Yeah, they have.
That makes it worse.
They're having an event actually at Calico Hard Court this afternoon, starting at 6. Anyways,
So Bailey said an investigation was started since Wednesday when the story dropped. Investigation started and statements have already been recorded. He said further statements should be done. That was yesterday. He said today, which is yesterday, and the matter will be dealt with speedily. He also noted, adding that the officer alleged to have committed the act has less than 3 years in the force.
you know, I expected that, but I felt kind of bad to want to say it. I felt that they were young and foolish, young.
And here it is, what I was talking about yesterday. Bailey said that sometimes the outcome of these investigations are not communicated to the public, but that does not mean that they are not done. But that's the problem. We need to know what happened. We need to know what disciplinary action this officer faced. But I'm guessing now with the new policy with the media that we will be hearing more, we should be hearing more about the outcome of these investigations. He said it's a serious matter and it's troubling to the leadership, and a thorough investigation will be done.
Mhm. Honestly, I don't see it as a new policy. I see it as like a recommitment, because that has always been in place, like
Yeah.
communication with the media.
You're right.
I have
It is
had,
a recommitment.
yeah, I have had interviews with the police around the same set of things, and we've raised the same concerns. You know, we hear the beginning of the story, we hear a piece of the middle, but we don't hear the end. That will help with the relationship between civilians and the police officers if we could just hear the outcome of these stories. So left to be seen, really and truly. I find we're getting quite a bit of headlines. I don't know who making the headlines more this week, if it's Trevor, Mr. Bailey, is it Superintendent Bailey,
Mhm.
or our PM Gonsalves that seem to be neck and neck this week. That's something new. Quite a bit of stories and quite a bit of talking. So
Seems like Bailey's doing a lot of press this week, boy. And last week.
last week, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Even
boy.
PM competition, but
But I welcome the information because we don't usually get it. We don't usually get the information that we want. So I
Oh.
welcome
You want
it.
to go back to a previous discussion? What you say again, boy? Oh my gosh. You said now the word slipped me. You're lucky now. You're lucky.
You want to
lucky.
pull me apart something I said? What I say?
No. We actually had a discussion on air about it. Or
Mm-hmm.
you say you don't believe something, they are open, they are honest, they share enough, something like to that effect. Oh,
But I
police
don't be-
defend police. Yeah, it was that.
But they do.
Police defending police.
But police do
you said it
defend
all the
police.
time. You said it all the time.
But police defend.
But
I made a mistake by saying all the time. I will admit that. Usually, when I say all the time, I mean generally.
Generally.
Not every single time, but I need to be
Average.
careful with my wording.
Choice of words.
Yeah.
especially on the radio.
Yeah.
But Kent, eyewitness's story, because Kenton, I don't think he's the only journalist for IWN. So let me say it. IWN story at the end, if I remember reading correctly, it did say that they spoke to another officer and they said that they would investigate it. So this is of no surprise to me. Bailey's response. But good going, Popo. Just clean it out.
He said,
Clean them out.
He said, "Good going, Popo."
Popo, as in
Like,
Bailey.
That's his name. You have a nickname, Popo.
No. Oh, Popo is police.
I know. That's why I laugh.
Oh,
Usually, when people say Popo, it's not in a positive light.
really?
Yeah. Look, the Popo, and I never heard of good going, Popo. I never heard of before.
Oh, well, today is your first.
So I
okay?
think the problem is, and what is bothering a lot of people is the allegations for the junior police officer comes as we had 52 homicides for the year, and there are a lot of shooting instances going on in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. So it's disheartening to hear that a police is handing a gun to a civilian, albeit that he removed his magazine, but he still handed a gun to a civilian in order to threaten somebody else. That's absolute nonsense.
You know the meme with the black guy? And he's like, yeah, he needs that meme in his life right now.
Yeah.
Okay. And why would you also do it? I'm not condoning it anyway, but you do it out in the open where other people could see. I don't think they're very wise. Point blank. You don't, nah, police is not for you. No apologies.
It does not sound that way at all.
Not for you. Clean up. What's the broom?
It does not sound
The
that
broom
way.
that Stevenson was
At
missing.
all.
I'll go look for it and sweep it out. Sweep out some of them, man. Because this is very serious business. If you're not serious about it, gotta get somebody else to fill the role. Do you think it brings to light the matter of recruitment?
In what way?
As in the recruitment process, assessment of character.
Because I feel like over the years it has gotten a lot better. Usually people jokingly say police with less qualifications would enter the force and they're not really intelligent, and then you see a lot of nonsense happening in light of this. But no, police officers are more and more qualified, they're more and more educated, and I would like to believe that there's progress. But does that mean that there needs to be more progress in terms of the recruitment? That I don't know.
Maybe for one or two of them is their ethics and moral values that's kind of hindering their like personal and professional progress. Maybe left to be seen, but sort yourselves out. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Please do.
All right. What's the time? 7:28.
Yeah.
Somebody says dumb move office. Put on the R. Officer. Wait, I didn't even check the WhatsApp. Oh gosh.
Oh yes, number to call 457-9997. Also the number to WhatsApp, and we're live on YouTube and Facebook. But I just can't make sense out of a police officer doing something like that, especially in the current climate here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. We have shootings left, right, and center.
I wonder if people are thinking, what else are like the bad eggs, bad apples, bad whatever? What else are they up to?
You think he's a bad person or he just a bad officer?
Oh, I don't think. I would not go as far as like personal, like bad person, because they might be a nice person, but not.
You think it's a mistake?
Anything wrong is a mistake, right?
Is it?
But sometimes some people don't think.
He definitely could not have been thinking.
He was not thinking at that time, and only God knows what else was done in the past.
But yeah, unfortunate. This morning, again, we won't have commentary by Sian Marshall, so we'll be back and we'll talk about the Vincentian pilot, who will be the first Vincentian pilot. Oh, this first female? The first Vincentian pilot.
She's automatically the first female.
Automatically the first female to fly on American Airlines.
First female Vincentian.
Airbus. And there was also another story with another senior member of police officer urging persons Well, he says that criminal support network hinders police work.
I feel like that's common sense.
Yeah, but I guess what they were saying, because they I'm trying to remember his rank, but Officer Billy, who was here yesterday, he was basically saying the same thing, that the society needs to play their part in assisting the police in solving a lot of these crimes. And I agree. We can't expect the police to work, but we're sheltering criminals.
Easier said than done to it.
Yeah, because
What is
somebody
just said than done?
friend and somebody relative, and it's a small
Money
society.
and love and this, that, and
Mhm.
terror and fear and
There's a lot of elements in this.
Mm.
A lot of elements. So we'll be back at 7:35 with traffic talk, and again at 7:45 with commentary this morning from Christal and I on Activating Mornings.